This is going to take a bit of explaining, so bear with me on this one. Welcome everybody to something I'm calling Crusader Kings 2 Dungeon Master. What is Crusader Kings 2 Dungeon Master? Thank you for asking, person at home. Crusader Kings 2 Dungeon Master is a mod I've been working on the past couple of days with the help from members of the community, which aims to add a Dungeon Master, a Game Master, a storyteller style system to Crusader Kings. Someone that will have control over weird events ranging from little mediocre trait changes to full-blown apocalypse-style invasions, immortality, child of destiny, that level of wacky. There's going to be kind of multiple levels to this. So, firstly, hopefully it'll make a more entertaining series when we get the storyteller screwing us over with some of its more overpowered events. Secondly, I'm looking for some help from you guys with this. Essentially, I'm looking for suggestions for things to add into the storyteller system. When we hit episode 5 of this series, I'm just going to put it up on the Steam Workshop. But of course, after that, I will keep updating and adding new events as ones appear. So if you've got any suggestions for weird events, now these can target the player, they can target the AI, they can activate in the world, they can spawn things, they can do whatever you want. Anything you can think of, and I will take whatever is the most upvoted at the end of each episode, and I will add that. But I'm also looking for clever events. So if you've got things that are, say, kind of low in scope, maybe not massive and grand and impressive, but things that would help add a little bit of balance to things, or things that are just well designed, I'll be looking out for those as well. So I won't just pick the top one from each episode. I'm looking for suggestions for what you guys would like to see in a CK2 Dungeon Master, a CK2 Storyteller. So this is very much going to be another community mod that we're working on, like we've done with, obviously, the community traits mod. Now, the next layer is to accompany my Dungeon Master mod, because right now it's obviously, there's a good dozen events or so in it, but it does need some more feedback from you guys before it's ready. To supplement the series, I've gone ahead and thrown together a pretty massive mod pack of some usual candidates, but for those of you just interested in the gameplay side of things here, for the Let's Play side of things, there are some mods that I've added that I've never actually before messed around with, that have been around for, I mean, longer than I have playing CK2. So we've got things like the Gods mod. Now, this has been around for a very, very long time on the Steam Workshop, but for the longest time, it was also not updated. Now, recently, a modder has basically taken over the project, updated it, extended it, and put it back on the workshop. We've got things like creating your own religion with a heresy mod somewhere on this list, if you can see it. There it is, your custom heresy mod that will allow us to craft our own religion. So, again, more, hopefully fun Let's Play flavor to supplement what is already going to be complete madness. For this series, we're probably going to be going back to ye old Europe. Bearing in mind, last time we played we played Tianxia, right, where we were over in Japan and obviously invading into Korea and China. Before that, well, I mean, last series we were in we were in Morrowind. So let's go for something a bit more familiar to me, at least, and something a bit more of a home ground. We'll pick a random character in Europe, somebody to manifest destiny, someone to perhaps ascend to that godhood, somebody to perhaps make their own custom religion instead and stick to the Christianity side of things, along with, of course, my Dungeon Master to cause absolute chaos. So maybe get a feeling from some of the events that is going to be thrown our way, and I'll explain the systems as we get into game here. Let's firstly focus on somewhere to play. Why don't we go random? And the first random character, well, there we fucking go. We have played in the Byzantine Empire relatively recently, so we'll do random in a realm that we've not before played. And you know what? I don't think we've ever played in the Holy Roman Empire, have we? Not as a landed character, anyway. I don't think we've ever played in the HRE, now that I think about it. We did what? We played it. Our Wanderer series, we started in the HRE, but we obviously moved down to Byzantium and then round into Jerusalem from there. Fine. Otto von Wittelsbach, you have been chosen by the holy gods of the dice. We've never actually played within the Holy Roman Empire, as far as I recall. The full mod list that I am playing with for this one will be available as a collection whenever the fuck Steam Workshop stops being a shit. I tried to make one together before I started this video, and it was not working. The workshop is down. So hopefully that'll be available whenever, but all the mods will be fully credited in the description, as they normally are. Go and give those a like and a favorite, obviously, if you enjoy playing with them. Right, so where do we even begin? Well, firstly, I've got to look for... What is this? Oh, wow. Eastern God is just a man. Olympic God is just, again, a man. Okay, so the gods themselves don't actually look any different. You've got high gods, evil gods. Okay, fair enough. I think we'll stick with our... What are we supposed... We're supposed to be German, right? So Central Germanic German. And let's just go for the random. This is all about RNG. This has a lot of randomness elements. I'm going to let the game give me a cursed character of its own choosing. Now. Perfect. I've never seen a more perfect man in my life. Sorry, we have how many slots available on our flag? Okay, I'm just going to go through all 1,139. Oh, that bear is frightening. Okay, that's a start. Wait, can we go like... Oh my god, we can. Do we want to go for a chaos flag? I don't want to go for a chaos flag this time around. But if we can have like a multi-element flag, so have one section of... Why don't we design a proper coat of arms? I don't think I've ever done that in CK2 before. I think we always just end up going just pure chaos on it. Maybe we should be the ones to bring order this time while the game itself brings the chaos. I like that idea. Let me design aesthetic, potentially aesthetically pleasing flag. You know what? I like it. I like it. It's very different. It's a fairly unique flag. I think we can all agree, but it does kind of work. Does kind of work? I'm not sure about that one. Okay, Count Jurgen. Terrible. No Jurgen here. You are going to be Count. Oh, this is difficult. Count of Cham. Count of Cham. What about Count Sausage of Cam? I'm ashamed already. Count Sausage of Kaham. Okay, I'm in. Dynasty. Oh, right, the province is Kaham. Okay. I know it's probably pronounced Cham, but that ruins the joke. Count Sausage of Sausage Kmeet. Okay, that sounds like it could be a little bit of a corrupted kind of old Germanic name. You're fine. Sausage Kmeet of Kaham. I'm in. I've never been more happy with the name. What have we got here? Whoa, look at this. Divine Warrior, Divine Assassin, Divine Steward, Divine Theologian. I like the color scheme on that. Oh, is that like a step up beyond Brilliant Strategist? So 17 age for like plus 9 Martial, 22 age. Right, so they've scaled it up. Oh, I like that. That's quite a good idea. Okay. Oh, it's actually got some other bonuses too there. It seems to have like a across-the-board fertility bonus. A Divine Diplomat. This would be a good start, actually. Divine Warrior, Divine Assassin, Divine Steward, Divine Theologian. What should we go for? Divine Theologian seems a little bit... Divine as God's as a true theologian. Oh, okay, fair enough. What about like a Divine Assassin? That doesn't seem quite right, but I like the idea of Sausage Kmeet, Divine Assassin. Okay, I'm in. What have we got here? That already takes us up to 30 age, so we've got to be a little careful about this. We are playing with, of course, my traits mod, along with a bunch of mods that add a bunch of traits. Oh my god. Shying away from battle. We've got God, Goddess, Young God, Young Goddess. I assume there will be a system, apparently, a quest that allows you to pursue godhood if we choose to go down that, obviously. So what I'll do is I'll leave that on the side. I've also enabled the game rule where only one of our characters can become a god. So if we play as a god, we get assassinated, killed, whatever, that's it, we're over. And I know there are events in the Dungeon Master that can add things like that. What if we go for, like, Exalted? That'd be fun. Like an Exalted Divine Assassin. Machiavellian as well. Go for, like, real min-max on the intrigue game, which is something I wouldn't normally do. Okay. What else have we got here, then? I want something to lower him down a little bit. Like, he's pretty frail, but he's a great assassin. It could work. Cynical, obviously, just makes sense. I think Arbitrary, too, is on brand for the character. We'll try and roleplay this series a little bit as well. So, Arbitrary, Cynical, Deceitful seem absolutely well on brand. Gluttonous, Lustful. I mean, Lustful is free. I don't know that I feel like he's a particularly lustful guy. Maybe he's lusting after... Are we just playing a murderer? I think we're playing a god-sanctioned murderer here. Fine. We'll also pick Stressed, because... I mean, he's apparently been selected as the God's Blind as an assassin. He has 27 intrigue. Yeah, okay, this would be quite fun, I think. Got no inheritable traits, though, that you've got to bear in mind. Do you want to take something just kind of mediocre, just to give him something? We go for Tall, but like Silver Tongue. Traction Opinion, Vassal Opinion, and Diplomacy. Yikes, this is a hard choice. Be like Fertile, just to get a few kids out of him to start off with? Yeah, that's fine. It's 7 age, he's 37. 37 with 27 intrigue. I think we can go quite far with Sausage Kmeet, Divine Assassin, with a nice flag for once in my life. So I've already set up the game rules. If you're interested, there they are. Feel free to pause that and have a look through. I'll also scroll through them very, very slowly here. I've enabled some things I wouldn't normally enable, like things like siege assaults are now limited to the way they are in the base game, so no unlimited siege assaults. We've got some other shit going on here that I won't talk about. It's way too much. Again, if you want to see that, just pause the video and take a look at the rules. Welcome to Crusader Kings 2. Thank you. I am vaguely familiar. You are playing as a German Catholic count. Okay, here we are. A realm can hardly function at its optimum without strong contribution from the ruler's spouse. I can delegate some of the tasks of rulership to my wife, thereby allowing me some time to focus on other tasks. Right, okay. We have a wife? That's not our wife. Something else. We won't worry. That's obviously Otto's wife, but we'll obviously maybe do that for our own wife rather than just a random woman. Oh, here we are. Okay, Count Sausage Commit. 1066 is quite a late start date for us as well, but I figured we'd do a lot of early start dates, so this might be a nice change. What have we got here? We've got the Round Table Champions of Peru and Lucifer's Own. You kind of regular stuff there. Okay, fair enough. Now the one thing I needed to do, but completely forgot to do, was to make our religion the unorganized heresy. To be honest, it's an absolutely fantastic idea for a mod, so it gives you a blank slate heresy to do whatever you want with. As it says there, these heretics are disorganized and uncertain. An ambitious person can try to reform them into a new type of Christianity. Again, another reason why I wanted to stick to somewhere within Europe, really. Mainly for holy sites, flavor, whatever else. So, our high god is God. God names, God, the Lord, Jesus, Blessed Virgin, etc. Okay, and it does absolutely nothing. We can order unlanded courtiers to take the vows. It can be reformed and no religious head exists. We have a kind of a pretty heavy nerf in regards to if we get excommunicated. I don't even know if we can get excommunicated. But there are things here that are going to really set us back compared to playing a regular Catholic or Orthodox ruler, for example. Anyway, we'll deal with that in a minute. We've obviously got some Reformation to deal with as well. Oh my god, have we got to take Cologne, Roma, Santiago, Jerusalem, and Canterbury? Oh, that could be difficult. Now, I did notice there is a way to declare holy sites, so we'll worry about all that stuff in a second. First and foremost, the Dungeon Master. The Dungeon Master will awaken. Every 15 years, he will present the world with an event ranging from amusing to downright catastrophic. We can awaken the Dungeon Master, however, it will fire immediately. The first event will come out swinging. I thought that was quite a nice change rather than giving you 15 years. You can just fire it whenever you want if you are in a multiplayer game, for example. So, do we want to take it now, or should we get ourselves set up? I feel like it's not really in the spirit of things to kind of wait until, oh, look, if the year's 1400, oh, we better awaken the Dungeon Master. Let's do it straight away. Here we go. Mortals, it is time once again for my influence to help shape the world. Brace yourself for the mediocre, the insane, the unbalanced, or the overpowered. Random number of the day is 4. Probably take that out, really. That's a debug thing. Don't worry about that. The Dungeon Master rolls his dice. Oh my god. So this was an event suggested by... I was actually in Discord the other night. I basically said to people, look, throw me your events and I will add them. So credit to this one for Slipping Nips. And again, if I take any of your suggestions, if you want credit, leave a comment as well. And I'll make sure you credit it in the mod page and obviously in the mod itself. This is from Slipping Nips. Thank you, Slipping Nips, who suggested The Purge. You with your fancy chairs and castles. You make rules for other people and you don't follow them yourselves. It makes me sick playing with people's lives like that. Well, we're taking away the rules. Morality is out the window. Do whatever you want. Good luck with your squishy moral existence. Now it's an equal playing field. All landed rulers have become morally flexible. Arrests and plots will be far easier for the next year. Now, honestly, there couldn't have been a more better event to get for Count Sausage of Caham, because he is a legendary assassin already. Actually, you know what? In hindsight, now that I say that out loud, this is a bad thing, because now everybody's as good as him at intrigue. So, the Purge gives 500% arrest chance and 500% plot power, and that lasts exactly 1 year. So we need to be very careful that we don't make any rivals or any enemies, or any enemies particularly with our liege or the Kaiser, otherwise they can just throw us in prison and be done with us. So, let's be careful. However, it gives us ample opportunity to perhaps do some other things. You can plot to kill, plot to kidnap. You've got to wait a second for the modifier to kick in as well. Yikes, okay. I'd say we just keep our head down for a year. Just keep to ourselves, and kind of don't worry about the crazy shit that's going on. Speaking of crazy shit that's going on, I've never played this mod before, and I'm really excited to see what it's actually got in store for us, because I've really no clue what to expect with it. With this one, besides apparently the Curse of Hiccups. You've had a weird dream last night. You envisioned two powerful foes fighting in deep skies, both light and darkness. The feeling felt so real to you, as if you were meant to partake. Surely this feeling of destiny is just the effects of an overactive brain. I had a weird dream. We gained the trait, had a weird dream, which gives the effect, had a weird dream. Okay. Also, has your... Oh, no. Otto's wife. We've taken his title. And now we take his wife. Make a move. Okay, great. That's just... I couldn't think of a better start for our man, Sausage. So, what do we want to start with? I mean, firstly, let's start throwing together a dynasty, because this guy's already 37. We'll go ahead and groom an heir. We'll go ahead and, I guess, aim for family focus, just in case someone poisons our wine. Who is she? A wife sent to us by the gods themselves. Katharina. She's an old, disorganized heretic. She's proud, greedy, slothful, and gluttonous. I couldn't think of a more perfect woman. And she has divine theologian. It's as if the gods sent her here to wife us. To husband us. Like, don't think about it too much. Let's go for it. I think I'll take the prestige in this situation, seeing as we're already in massive amounts of negative. Wow, she is god-awful, but just the divine theologian, I will admit, it pulled me in a little bit there. I went to Haziga's chamber and gave her a good sausage. It's good to be the count. So, old disorganized heretic. What the fuck do we do about that, then? So we have some extra little doctrines here. This is another mod, I should point out. This isn't... I figured if we're starting with a plain slate religion, and we've got a dungeon master potentially screwing us over, I wanted something with regards to a religion by the time we're done here. So you have 6 doctrines rather than your regular 3. One of the cool things about this one, I'm actually really impressed by this, is that you can pick College of Cardinals as your leadership. So we could have our own pope, we could set up our own cardinal system. That's really fun, because that's quite a difficult thing to pull off. Stability, agnatic clans, divine marriage. Oh, we've got access to basically everything then, huh? Besides religion-specific doctrines, like the Aztec ones and the Norse ones, whatever else. We could obviously build our own here if we felt like it. Wow. Pyramid creation, I couldn't think of anything more on branded. We've got peaceful, warmongering, proselytizing, cosmopolitan, and dogmatic. I feel like it's going to be a long time before that becomes relevant. I wouldn't be surprised if we're assassinated and murdered horribly before that becomes even something to worry about here. So what is the... How do we declare holy sites? Do we have to go around and declare 5 holy sites, perhaps? So what do we need for that? 10 learning. We don't have 10 learning. We've got 7 learning. Shit. We need 1,000 piety. Okay, that's reasonable. No round title has to be the holy site of the disorganized heretic. Oh. So we can pick one holy site, maybe to replace one of these ones. I don't even know what I'd replace. Probably Rome, because I feel like taking Rome would just put a massive target on our head. Okay, fair enough. And then our capital... If our capital is our religion too... Oh, our capital has to be the religion. We make our capital the holy site. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, fair enough. Well, the other things we've got enabled are my weird little shitty side mods. Like, for example, the 2G tower. The 5G tower mod. Right now, we've started with a 1G tower and a 2G tower there. Don't worry about that. If you haven't seen that mod, just don't worry about it. Oh, there it is. Right, okay. Countess Katharina of Caham gains the minor title Empowered Spouse. Do it. So she should take over. Can we... get her to take over, like, learning? Yes. Matters of technological and religious import, I think, are her wheelhouse. Absolutely. Right, there we go. And that gives her the minor title of Empowered Spouse as well. And as part of, funnily enough, the Empowered Spouse mod, I don't think there's much we can do with it as a count. But in the future, that's going to be pretty relevant. She also counts as a, as like a voter on the council as well, or something like that. Sorry, why does everyone hate us? Heretic. Ah. You're not wrong. I will admit, I didn't really internalize that. Okay, anyway, let's start studying tech, fabricating claims, doing whatever it is we're going to try and do to... How do we want to expand right now? Let's take a look. Who are our fellow vassals under Bavaria? So we've got Passau. Okay. We've got Regensburg. Okay. These are all fine. Obviously not that one. Why don't we stick to our side of the river to start off with? Diepold. I'm sorry, my man, but you are already on the chopping block. We can border dispute him. Now, bear in mind as we're a count, it's actually pretty cheap as well. 50 gold and 57 personal wealth. I'm just going to start fabricating a claim. Sod it. Why not? It'll probably be more expensive in the long term, but the piety is the one thing that is going to take a hell of a long time to get. Compose a book. Oh. Yeah, sure. Why not? Intricacies of relationships or family history. Sure, let's go for that one as well. What do we want to do with regards to our society then? Imperial Court of the Holy Roman Empire. Say no more. Put me in. Greetings, Count Sausage of Caham. I welcome you to the Imperial Court. May grant you wisdom as you govern in my name. Signed, Kaiser Heinrich IV of the Holy Roman Empire. I think that's because we don't have a god or something like that. Ah, I've lost feelings for Otto's wife. Okay, fine. Goodbye, Otto's wife. We can demand religious conversion. Whoa, really? From nothing? That doesn't seem right. Okay, weird. And he wants us to be his steward. Steward? Brother, you are high as all hell. I mean, I'll accept. I feel like it's probably a bad idea, but I'll accept that. What can we plot against? We could plot to embezzle. Bear in mind we got the plot power increase. 627% because people just don't give a fuck anymore. Okay, I'm in. Everyone else is using the purge to kill off their rivals and their enemies. We're going to use it for sweet, sweet gold. Ruler imprisonment solved. Oh, no. I think he heard me. I'm going to decline that one if you don't mind, fella. Okay. A mysterious old man makes his way into your court. He asks for hospitality. Normally you would say no, but there's something magnetic about this man. You invite him to dinner. During the feast, he grabs your arm and looks you straight in the eyes. He knows about the dream you had. He knows your desire to know more about this war between light and dark. He offers to stay in your court. Get out of my sight. Gain denied seer, or... Okay. So either gain a personal seer, or we can kick him out. I feel like we should probably just keep him. A man named the Seer appears in our court. Hello. There he is. He's a very old man. I feel like he might have given himself away there. He's a high god, and he is good. He's a magic seer. He's got some fucking bonuses there, huh? Is there any way we could keep him around? Through our religious conversion. We could... I have a feeling he's going to leave our court after this event is all said and done, right? So why don't we try and kidnap him before the event ends, stick him in our dungeon, and then recruit him as someone to sit on our council. I like it. This is where the purge is going to come in handy, I think. Let's go ahead and ask for some favors as well. Berthold, look, here you are, my friend. I'll make you... Look, my man, I'm going to make you master of the horse if you help me kidnap this fella. You and the Seer have been having dinner for quite some time now. He's interpreted your dream about the light and dark and said you have a great destiny about you. He knows quite a bit about the subject, surprisingly. He offers to teach you about either light or darkness. Student of light. This character is a student of light. Or, choose to learn about darkness. What is this? Cancel. Oh, right, the plot has no icon. Okay, fair enough. You know what I've got to pick, right? You know I've got to go for the... Oh, God. I personally want to go for darkness. But, I mean, look at this guy. He's a murderer. Machiavellian, exalted, divine assassin. I mean, he could be murdering for the good, though he is arbitrary, deceitful, and cynical. Darkness in. Darkness all in. Show me. My wife is also pregnant. What a glorious occasion this is, comedian. Just as that seer came to court, huh? We've got a 77% chance of the kidnapping as a success. Metagaming. The seer surprised the kidnappers with the ferocity of his struggle, and while they fled, the guards came running and they were quickly caught. Even worse, the man gave up your name as their employer. I think we are trying to become our own god, aren't we? We're trying to form a religion about ourselves. I love it. Okay. The seer begins to give you lessons regarding your darkness, informing you of its ultimate powers if used properly. Your first lesson is achieving through cruelty. Okay. I must work on my cruelty. 70% chance we lose kind and gain cruel. We did gain cruel immediately. I feel like we are going to get executed. We're a heretic. We have 2 diplomacy. We're cynical, arbitrary, deceitful, cruel, and we're also a student of darkness. We're so fucking dead. Oh, the seer begins to give you lessons regarding darkness, informing you of its ultimate power if used properly. Your second biggest lesson to achieve ultimate power through darkness is strength. 60% chance. My god, I hope we don't miss out on this one. Fine. That's fine. It's not like I wanted something to make this character not so mediocre. It's good tradition to get... I know 28 Look, 28 intrigue is irrelevant when everyone's got 500% plot power. It's a good tradition to have gossips around a pregnant woman. Made 10 gold. Spent half the treasure on gossip. Oh. Oh, you have to pass. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. The seer begins to give... I genuinely thought we'd fucked up already. The seer begins to give you lessons regarding darkness. It would be so good if you failed it and it was just like, oh, well, I guess you're shit then. I'm off. I must work on my strength. Can we try and kidnap him again, actually, before I forget? Here. Get kidnapped. Oh, we're still trying to No. Oh, we probably can't kidnap him again. Opinion modifier. Try to kidnap me. Yep, minus 100. Oh, come on. Let's start trying to apologize to him. Look. I was only kidding. Don't worry about it. 60%? We failed again. We failed again. We have a son called Rutger. Rutger Kamit. Okay. I'm going to call you... Are there any meats that just begin with C? Hold on. I'm going to Google meats that begin with C. Meats that begin with C. Okay. Chamomile. Sorry? Canola oil? Cantaloupe? Calamari. Calamari Kamit. Okay. I would like you to commit... Well, commit me as an educator for a start. Let's go for... Actually, do we even want to be an educator? We're pretty garbage. We could have the seer educate him. Hold on. Think about this. Heritage. And then assign guardian. One game mechanic at a time. This is coming unraveled. I love it. Okay. Calamari Kamit. We've sent him to a seer to be trained in high godliness. Does high godliness actually do anything? No, it does not. Okay, so we're just going to piss off all of the Germans then. The character has the one true darkness inside of them. Evento PTA become God.10 gains internal darkness. Coca-Cola Co. is evil? I don't know what you're suggesting here. I'm drinking a sweet drink made from the syrup of the carob plant. We gain refreshing drink for, for like 10 months. Health 0.1. Thank you. So we do have Viet installed, and the only experience we've really had with Viet was when the world stopped making sense, the Julius Nepos series, when he kept eating, what was he kept eating, like hummus or something like that? I guess this is the, that must be an event from that one, just weird little absurd flavor events. Oh, good. Turns out, trying to apologize for kidnapping him when he's trying to train us in darkness. Surely we just did a good job. Title revocation. I'm gonna have to say no to that one as well, fella. Oh. Having taught you... That was fucking easy. Having taught you everything regarding darkness, the seer informs you can only find immortality through the darkness and become an evil god. But only few have done it, he says. I am an evil god. Young evil god. Oh my god. Wow. Talk about a silver platter, huh? Oh, fuck off. Really? Is it that powerful? Oh. That's quite strong. So I had to roll back the clock a little bit on this one because I wasn't entirely comfortable as our first character of the series just being fucking unstoppable. So I've nerfed the trait down a little bit. It did fire at a different time, so she is still permanent. Babby has not been formed yet, but on the plus side, it wasn't born before we had... Last time, obviously, didn't get the strong trait. Now we got the strong trait, so there's a chance of the kid having that. I am an evil god, which, as you can see, is nerfed, but it's still disgustingly powerful. Even though I've... Oh, God, I need to nerf it right down even more. I didn't know it was the Vassal Opinion plus 200. Obviously, right now, that won't be relevant because we're a count, so maybe that's all right for the time being. Yeah, I've knocked that down quite heavily. You know, I don't mind it being powerful. It's still, even if it was given +3 to all stats, +1 health, the General Opinion, whatever, is still absurdly strong. Wait, General Opinion minus 100. Brother. Brother. Hang on. You're telling me that during a year where we have... Oh, the year's over now, thank fuck. I was going to say, otherwise we'd have 500% plot power against us as a young evil god where we're still vulnerable. That would not have been ideal. So I feel like the ultimate goal for this, the end of this series is fairly obvious, is it not? We are under the Holy Roman Empire. We've never played as the Holy Roman Emperor before, so that'd be quite fun in its own right. But we've got a man who is trying to form his own religion. We could flip culture at some point. Say to Roman, for example, or we could be the true Holy Roman Empire led by our religion. Well, one of the cool features about this mod as well, you can name it after yourself. So we could have the sausagists of the HRE. Which, now that I've just said that out loud, I don't think we've ever done anything quite as good in CK2. Beginning to look at the world differently. The light does not fulfill you as it once has. You begin to let the darkness consume you. Well, we became evil. No. Seems like our mods are working at odds with one another here. Follower of darkness and all that's evil in the universe. Oh, but there is the titular kingdom of the evil gods. Shit, I mean, that's pretty compelling as well. But this one already counts as a reformed religion, to be fair. Stick with our unorganized heresy, and we'll make our own evil religion. As you have fought and toured amongst your fellow immortals and mortals, you feel the darkness... Have we? Flow through you like never before. You're an evil god now. Thank you. We did what, sorry? Yeah, we did toil. Boy, that was a lot of hard work. You guys might not have noticed, but I was clicking so hard, honestly. Wow, shit. That's minus 40% fertility, though, so bear that in mind, too. Here's your god culture. Evil god Dark Angels, Norse gods Jotnar, Olympic gods Titans, Eastern gods Yokai. I guess we could be Dark Angel... What's that, culture group? Just evil gods, no special feature. You can't even raid as an evil god. Okay, weird. Oh my god, and someone's already out to assassinate us. Trigger a duel to the death. We do have 48 personal combat. You will regret this. Here we go. If we die here, what a fucking story that would be, huh? Your enemy is in front of you, looking directly and getting ready to receive your attack. Flare wildly. You've hit. What a man. Counter. Let's go quick and simple. Let's stay safe and stay on target. Quick and simple. Always aim for the head. Never stop. Quick and simple. Come on. Aim for the head. Aim for the head. Jump attack. The death has come to an abrupt end. You survive the assault of Kuno at the end of your blade. You are safe. You should have known better than to challenge me. We gain novice fighter. Oh. We become evil. Oh, it's going to enforce the evilness. That's not what I wanted. I'll tell you what, between episodes, I'll tidy up. the two mods, make them compatible, so that we can make our own disorganized heretic religion into something, and then make the holy evil god empire in its most literal sense here. Now again, for you guys, you got to give me some things for the Dungeon Master. It's every 10 years. The thing said every 15 years, but I actually lowered it, so it's every 10 years. So another 7 years' time, another event will be pulled out the hat. Again, it could be something mediocre. The Purge was fairly mediocre, because unfortunately we weren't really in a position too much with it. I might even make that last longer, like 5 years or something. Anyway, give me your suggestions. I'm on the lookout here, comment section. And again, if you want full credit, leave a bit in the comments saying, please credit me as James, or whatever you want to be. And let's see if we can build a good mod here. That's the real core of the series, is seeing if we can do something really, really fun. It's multiplayer compatible as well. We could throw it into future series, and in theory, the way I built it makes it compatible with all of the total conversions too. So, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like this idea for a series as well, and we'll stick with it, or whether we should maybe reassess, for lack of a better word. Anyway, I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Thank you all for watching. I think this is going to be fun regardless, just for the Dungeon Master related stuff. A big thank you, of course, goes out to the patrons of that, which we wouldn't be able to do. Very, very weird shit in the first place. A big thank you goes out to Scary Scurvy, Ben Hoffland, Norstra, Slickback, Crane Fixer, Oregon, Skaz, Felpy, Boop, Anthony Golly, Goatfather, Chris, Buengun, Caden Carter, Amethyst Corona, Zetlock, and Commissar Taj for their support at the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Big thank you to these guys for making it possible in the first place. And a thank you as well goes out to Flom, Lazarus, William H., Simba, Derek F., Sam Kears, Justin Plock, Joseph Beer, Magister Militant, Moon Ray, Archbishop, Proximity Jones, Matteo, and Haji Dumar for their support over at Patreon as well. Big thank you to you guys.